Hey guys, Richard Marx here. I'm going to do another little blast from the past. Going to go back and look at an old video of mine. I don't know what it is until I hit play, but I've been having fun doing this. It's bringing back a lot of memories, and maybe there's some stories that you guys wouldn't have otherwise known as we go through that I will share with you. All right, let's check it out. Okay, first of all, I'll try to make this brief. Hazard was a songwriting experiment for me. I had never written, I wrote the song in 1990-ish. I was on this really long tour for the Repeat Offender album, and I was writing songs in the back of the tour bus and in hotel rooms. And I had this piece of music come to me in a dream in the middle of the night in the back of my tour bus. No lyrics, but all the music. Like I could hear the entire record in my head. And it woke me up out of a sound sleep, and I immediately reached for my Panasonic cassette recorder because it was 1990, and I sang all the music into the tape machine so I wouldn't forget it, and then I just sat with it and was trying to figure out what this music was trying to tell me. And the more I listened to it, the more it sounded thematic and mysterious, and so I thought, I'm going to write a story song. I'm going to write a murder mystery set to music. And I worked so hard in this song, and the harder I worked on it, the dumber I thought it was. But the song ended up becoming one of the biggest hits of my career. And so making the video was tricky because I didn't want it to be so literal that there was no use for imagination on the part of the viewer. But a guy named Michael Hausman directed it, and we worked together on it, and I think he did a great job. Actress who played Mary is a lovely lady named Renee Parent. Oh yeah, so Renee Parent plays Mary, but because so much of the story takes place when I was a boy, we had to cast someone who would be my mother, not present day, but when I was a kid. You follow me? And this was a time when notable actors and actresses were kind of up for being in music videos because music videos just sometimes got more exposure than films. And so we reached out to a childhood crush of mine named Jennifer O'Neill. She's still absolutely breathtakingly beautiful. But she was, when I was a kid, she was in these movies like Summer of 42, and one of the most beautiful women you've ever seen in your life. A cover girl, and just exquisite looking woman and very sweet. And so I asked her if she would be in my video. And she said, playing what? I said, well, my mother. And she went, your mother? I said, no, but my mother when I was a little boy. She was like, oh, okay. So that's Jennifer O'Neill who plays my mother in the video. Definitely the most expensive video I ever made. Not crazy like some of those Michael Jackson and Madonna videos, but this video cost probably $300,000, which was a lot back then. 3-day shoot out in the middle of California somewhere. It's a mini movie, you know? Okay, so this is 1991 or early 92 when we shot this video, and my hair was no longer the mullet that it had been, but I had discovered a chemical hair straightener because my hair is actually it used to be very curly, and it was really long and it would just get all poofy and curly, and so I found this chemical that straightens your hair, and it worked great. It made my hair straight and blow in the wind, but my hair was really long at this point, probably the longest my hair ever was. And I look back on it now, and it maybe even looks more ridiculous than the mullet. But my hair plays into the video later as well, so. Now that, let's back up here. This is kind of cool. The actor who played the sheriff in my Hazard video was one of the most successful television actors in history. His name was Robert Conrad. He was in shows like The Wild Wild West and Hawaiian Eye and Baa Baa Black Sheep. And he was a friend of my father's. He's from Chicago. We're all from Chicago. And so I met Bob when I was about 14 or 15. He actually cast me in a couple of TV movies that he did. And so he and I became really close friends. He was sort of like an uncle to me, really right up to the end. We just lost him a couple of years ago. And he was an incredible actor and really interesting, funny, cool guy. And I was so honored that he wanted to be in my video. So you'll see him a lot. And we actually have a scene, as I recall, we have a scene, a dramatic scene that happens in the video too. See, my character's remembering all this trauma. So he sees this girl, Mary, and she's hooking up with some other dude. This is where Mary, and everybody assumes that I must have done her in. Man, I'm looking at how much footage was shot for this video, and it's all in there, man. Michael Houseman did a great job. There I am being interrogated. Jennifer O'Neill, still beautiful. So yeah, my character was a bit messed up. Setting fire to shit and...
Answer the question.
I didn't date her.
You didn't date her?
She made you jealous, didn't she?
All right, Sheriff, what's the point?
This is the point. You recognize this? How did you tie this around Miss Mary's neck?
Robert Conrad just being a great actor. And I remember that there was some other dialogue we had for this video that we shot, but it just didn't, maybe it was me, maybe I just sucked. Because if you notice, Robert Conrad in that scene has all the lines. See, this is what happens when you set fire to your own house. Is eventually, karma's going to come back and bite you in the ass. So because I was touring and my hair was very long, and we had this whole scene of me cutting my hair, we had to find a wig that looked like my hair, and that's what I cut. Although a bunch of my fans back then said, "Oh my God, did he cut his hair?" No, I didn't. I just cut the wig. I should have cut my hair.
Everyone thinks I should be afraid of you, but I'm not.
So the question remains, did I kill Mary? Did the sheriff kill Mary? Because he looks pretty fucking suspicious to me. Did Mary just trip and fall and drown in the river? Was it the guy in the car she was making out with? People ask me to this day. People come up to me to my face and either ask me who killed Mary, what happened in that story, which there's no answer. I wrote that song, I swear to you, as an unsolved mystery. I don't even have an opinion about it. But strangely enough and disturbingly enough, I also have a lot of people who come up to me and ask me if this song was autobiographical. Yeah, I killed some chick in Nebraska years ago and wrote a song about it.